Welcome back, everyone. What is up? How is everybody doing? Hope everyone's been having a smashing day today. We are back on the Extra Origins mod pack, and we are doing more of this stuff. What's it? We are building house. We are making house because, if you do not remember from last time, my house is a little bit of a mess. I need to actually change my playlist. I'm going to start getting copy strike music. L. Only wishing you were never mine. So yeah, so you don't remember, if you guys remember, I am a firebird in this server. I have, ooh, my app, is that, it's not ready yet. Oh no, it is. I am, building house today because it's a bit, just having kind of a chill day. I want to make this thing a little bit nice. I'm also going to sort of be in character, not really. Let's fix my headset there. I have a character voice for this guy. If you, yeah, I can show off the skin. Hold on. Let me take all my armor off really quick. I officially have a skin. Look at that. I made this yesterday on stream. If you missed that, that was a fun little time. You are annoying wandering trader. I swear to God. You let me do my intro. Thank you. Anyway, I made this yesterday. He's a funky little dude. You kind of get to know him as we go along. I put fire particles on the outside of his skin, and he's also got particles in-game, which is kind of cool. But yeah, otherwise, what he's about, I won't say just yet. But anyway, I basically want to replace all the blocks in here. I don't like this. It's a bit dark. We have a bunch of blocks from the nether. We can always go back into the nether. Probably will. Where did my nether stuff go? We got all this bloodstone. We got basalt. We got nether bricks. Actually, no, we'll be going to the nether to get some glowstone. I would like some glowstone. As you know, the nether is kind of my jam. There was a bit of my jam because, actually not. Yeah. Nether is my jam. I am immune to lava, so that means that I can go straight through it. The nether kind of is my homeland. I didn't spawn in the nether, but for lore reasons, the nether is kind of my homeland. The nether kind of provides me with most things I need. Otherwise, the overworld's a little bit dangerous to get into. The nether is... I'm very happy with the nether. I love the nether. And see, I can just go right out. I'm gonna leave that. We're actually gonna build a door over there. I got a good pickaxe. And... nether. Okay. Kind of just collect more funky blocks. So we went this way last time. We can probably go around this way. Canonically, it's been a while since I've been to the nether, since I've respawned back in the overworld. Because, let's just say some shit went down. And I did not have a good time in the nether. If you remember from last time, my father lives in the nether. He's a big floating little jellyfish kind of guy. He's not a phoenix like me, and there's a reason for that. You know. I don't like to talk about it though. That's the thing. It's a bit strange to talk about. Ask me why I don't look like Papa. It's definitely not like an adoptive thing. I don't think. We'll find out one of these days. It is, after all, been 1,000 years since my first life, because I'm actually not. This isn't my first life. That's kind of why I know a little bit about all this nether stuff. I know a little bit more about traversing and things you can find in the nether than you can find in the overworld. We need at least one more stack of this bloodstone. I'm gonna use this. I used to have a home made out of bloodstone. It was kind of funky. It was kind of fresh. Although it wasn't necessarily always a great home. But a home nonetheless. You know. See Monty's character voice actually in this. It's not that different from my current voice. But that's okay. We don't need to do the accents for this guy. He's quite fine on his own. Methinks, anyway. We have enough? 3 more blocks. 3 more blocks and that'll do. 2 more. 1, 2. Nice. I've only got, 1 pickaxe. One of these diamond boys, so... Gotta be careful about that. I did like some glowstones. They're very sparse in this area of the nether. And I like to imagine there's a reason for that. And just kind of find our way out into an open area, I think we'll be better about it. More black apples? Don't mind if I do. Things weren't always this nice in the nether. Thousands of years ago, it was more so of a war zone. It wasn't quite as peaceful. And you wouldn't think that it would be so dastardly. I mean, from the looks of it, it's a pretty, aside from the amount of treachery, if you're not accustomed, of course, to the likes of lava everywhere, then yes, this could seem like a very dangerous place to be. However, I don't think of it that way. After all, it's quite easy to traverse through. And look, there's some glowstone up there. And a ruined portal. He's like the person to eat candles that smell good. I would eat, yeah, I think he would. Firebird Monty loves candles. Things that have sweet flavored things are very, very, very delicious. And the shop owner of the Yankee, don't do that. Well, well, see, the thing is, if the this Yankee Candle shop owner does not see me eating the candles, then I could technically get away with it, and no one would ever know. Oh shoot. Seems we've got to put a block there. Can't get up. I can get in the lava, but I can't get out. It's a bit unfortunate for me that I don't have a full set of wings. These wings are rather... Is he wars another? Yeah. I don't want to tower all the way up there. I might have to tower up there. That's really unfortunate. I don't like digging. Gotcha. You're all good, Amber. No worries, bro. We've got to do a little digging to get to that upper bit, which is you know, because I do need another. Hold on. Can't see a damn thing. But some phoenix are eats. Okay, it seems I need to make some of those torches that the humans use, so I can see in the dark. I can't see what I'm doing. Interesting. But yes, as I was saying, it's rather unfortunate that some phoenixes are gifted with the ability of complete flight. Others, like me, are tied to the ground. All we've got on our arms are little... Ooh. It's more reed blocks. This looks like somebody's farm. Perhaps there is a settlement nearby. Some phoenixes are gifted with big feathers, but mine, I've only got these tiny little feathers on my arm and tiny little feathers along my ears, which is why I can't unfortunately just take off into the sky, despite how much I wish that I could. I was teased about that once, and they said to me, "Monty, why can't you fly?" And I said, well, I wasn't given big wings. As you can see, all I can do is simply float. Had I been able to fly, I absolutely would have taken that opportunity years ago. These remind me of settlements of the old days. Wingless, yes. It is truly a big loss that I am wingless, because had I been able to fly, I would have loved it. I would have loved it. All I want is the ability of flight. It is all I desire in this world. Proper flight. I'm looking for more apples as well. We've come across a settlement. I'm in love with these black apples. It is in fact what I grew up eating in the nether before I came into the overworld. This reminds me of something. Do you ever find mold in your house? You should do something about it. Mold is not good. Once I accidentally ate moldy pasta. It was in the fridge for too long and I was very sad. Oh no. That does. Oh no. Oh dear. Moldy pasta? Nah. I can't imagine that tasted very good. Giving me purple dye. A lot of these areas, as I stated before, have popped up since the end of the war. There did not used to be very much of this. Shoot. I fall too fast. Much to my demise. Much to my surmise, I tend to fall fast. But look, there's some glowstone. See, I lost some glowstone. Hopefully it doesn't... It was okay, just sad. Oh, that's good. Did not get sick. I know that sometimes mold can make humans sick, which is rather unfortunate. I go right here. How deep down does this go? Rather deep. The most experience I have had with mold outside of the nether. No, don't all fall. Please don't all fall. My inventory is full. That's why. Oh, shoot. Right in. Thank you. That is mine. I will take that. All of it. Thank you. More. Yes, years ago, there used to be, I would say maybe about 1,000 or so years ago, the nether was nothing but wasteland. There's been a lot of changes since my re-emergence that I'm quite fond of. Where is more? Should probably recollect all these so I have ways to get back up instead of just everything. Oh, I've missed it again. Oh. It'd be in my best interest to get back to the surface. Well, I do enjoy traversing the ground. Lakes of lava. The blocks are not down there. all I've got to do is kind of build up. It is the exact opposite problem that I might have had in another universe. Had I been, I would have been falling more than anything else. Unfortunately for me, things are too much below. Too many things are up, and I am too far down. And there is the surface. Nice. So one as might imagine is a fella who's seen things maybe thousands of years ago. A nether with nothing in it but netherrack and maybe some sparse trees. I am quite old. This is canon and real. That I am quite old. Ancient, dare I say. I'm definitely not the eldest of the phoenixes. That would be Papa. Papa is one of the first nether phoenixes to ever exist. At least that's what he tells me. I never believed Papa most of the time. Because, you know, as I said, he looks so different from me. But I suppose when you're young, you don't really have too much of a choice. Now I'm a little wiser. A little stronger, a little more aware of things. Isn't that a beautiful view? My goodness. Goodness gracious. Does he talk, Papa? Does Papa talk? Papa has spoken, but he speaks a language only Phoenixkin are able to understand. It's, if I remember correctly, it reminds me of little gurgles. Like... He once taught me a word called blorbo. And he says that he tells me that I am his little blorbo. He does not call me a son, he just simply calls me a blorbo. Look at all of this glowstone. I don't usually advise stealing from people's homelands. I've yet to see any other inhabitants. I was assuming that there would be establishments or settlements of some sort in this nether, considering how long it has been. However, the lack of such establishments perplexes me, leading me to believe that maybe there wasn't that as much advancements aside from growth and vegetation. That came after. That's more of that black apple stuff, isn't it? I wish I could collect the glowstone pile, but it doesn't seem to makes a lot less things than one might like. Oh, it almost went off the edge. Oh. Oh, I've missed some. I've missed some. The language of the Phoenixkin is sometimes hard to explain. Oh, shoot, I've run out of inventory space. They say it is because we are a species that are myth. Humans refer to phoenixes as myths. But I can assure you we are absolutely 100% real. If we weren't real, then how am I speaking to you through this void of space? I ask you. How can we be mythological if things that are mythological aren't real? Then Fireburst. He has heard of this Tumblr. I believe that Papa may have invented it. Papa tells me that he's invented many things of technology, but I refuse to believe that all of it is true. Because if Papa invented this Tumblr, why does he not speak in words besides blorbs? If he knows more words than blorbs, as he claims to me every time I see him, then Why can't he speak to me in regular English? I only learned regular English because of my boss I work for. He said to me, Monty, you want to be my right-hand man, got to learn to not speak things other than in gurgles. And I said, fine. I will agree to learn your strange language. And now I am fluent. Sometimes my words are funny, but that is because I just do not remember what the words are supposed to be. Unlike in gurgles, in blorb speak, as Papa has taught me. Oh dear. Oh shoot. That's alright, we can go down here. And get some of these bad boys. Oh, I can't harvest them. They are not ready. I have accidentally broken something. We are going to pretend I did not break that. It was a simple accident. I'd like more reeds, please. While there was, as I did say, while thousands of years ago in the Nether, there was nothing but hurgles. Ooh. I have found an establishment. There is a man there. Friend. He is a statue. He is not alive. I hurgle. Boop. What do you offer? Ah, spawn boys. I will steal one of your bells for my home. What may I forsake? Lantern. Adorable. There is one thing. There is one foliage here that I do remember being there before I was put to sleep for a good many years. And those are the nether reeds. These blue blocks. The reeds block. I have obtained some reed in block form. But I do remember learning how to play. I do remember learning how to play these reeds. I did not have a proper mother, because Papa had many partners over the years. Oh dear. I'm not awful this good at the bridging thing. Don't worry, I will get it. I am capable of this bridging. I just need to get to this glowing stuff. Because it will put lighting into my home. Please do not be falling into the... L. What is it the children say these days? L. Rip. Bozo. But yes, so you'd play these reeds. One of Papa's many partners taught me how to play music on these reeds. It sounds like... I have... They sounded a bit... They sounded a bit like... This is what a nether reed would look like. Well, I make that wet. You've got... Usually you would soak it with the spit of piglin. I'm using my own spit because I don't have seen any piglins around here. The reeds are not playing. It is too dry in this. It is too dry in this area of the nether. If I could make it, would sound a bit eek, no, kind of eek noise. A little bit of E. A little bit of E. I could tell you many stories of Papa and his many partners, but they're not all nice stories because sometimes they would tell me things that I don't not think I should have known. Secrets about this world, secrets about what lies in this place called the End. I've only been to the end there. You see, when I was working for my boss, he used to tell me these things. He was actually one of my Papa's partners, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be really honest about that, because I think he was Papa's favorite. I think they were Papa's favorite. Anyway, when these secrets. One of such things was about this place called the End. They called it the End. I wasn't sure what end they were referring to. Because there are many ends to many things. Such as the end of a life. The end of a ruler. The end of a ruler. The end of a decade. The end of a year. I should maybe not be using my good pickaxe for this, but... Yes, we will make a better pickaxe that will not... I'd only have 3 diamonds in to my name. I will not be able to repair that once it is broken. We will save it for more special things. But yes, he spoke of this thing. This nether. This end. Sorry. And this... I get my words mixed up sometimes. And in this end is a creature called the Ender Dragon. I'm assuming that this dragon ends many things because it's in the name. But what the Ender Dragon does, I don't know yet. I'm not sure I will ever find out. I hope to one day discover the secrets of this Ender Dragon. He sounds like a fun... It sounds like a fun creature. That's all I will say. Perhaps that the secrets for many other things lie within this end. This ending of things. I will be making Sinacite tools because I hear that they are they are around the same level as this blue diamond thing. These blue diamonds, they're very awfully hard to find. I don't really see myself very much as a go underground kind of guy. I am more of a surface dweller. Aside from the fact that the nether is, of course, underneath the overworld. If I can figure out how to obtain the roof and break through this bedrock, then perhaps I will have located another secret. May I have it? I would like it.
Give it to me.
So much. So much of the glowing stuff. All mine. Crunch, crunch, munch. There was a structure, wasn't there? Where did it go? Ah, yes. There's a big castle. We can I would like to see what's in the big castle. There may be something interesting in the big castle. Perhaps treasures. I am very fond of treasure. While I was working for my boss, he would often have me collect treasures from the villages we would visit. The villagers always didn't exactly enjoy our time. Enjoy us being there. They would call me funny names and say, "You're kind. Need to go back to your hell that once you came out." I've learned recently that hell is a bad word, or that it has connotations of evil. I do not consider myself an evil person. I do not... Oh. I would not, I do not understand their grungles. These pig people speak a different type of grungle than I do. It's a little bit more difficult to understand. Are there no treasures in here? Perhaps I've just got to dig more down. Nope, that is just the ground. That is just the ground. Oop. Seems we've gotten ourselves into quite a pickle here. We just can go a little bit farther down until we can put some blocks down. We can break this one. We are out. I would like this one though. Ooh! Isn't that that fancy stuff? Don't mind if I do. I'll take some of that. I did not know if there were treasures in here, but I do know now. There are in fact many treasures in here. You will have to forsake something though. I may consider forsaking my sticks because I can make more sticks in the event of needing sticks. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, am I having a good time right now. We will just turn the rest of these into torch. Can we get a hell yeah in chat? But yes, I think the word hell is a very good word. And that more people should be saying things. Saying it. Oh, there's only 2. Tragic. Perhaps there are more of these Hurgle structures with the funny blocks inside of them. Ancient debris. I don't know why this debris would be so valuable if it is ancient. This is something about me, maybe. But I got called ancient debris once when I told somebody that I was born in the human year of what would it have been, 200 BC? Something like that? I was called ancient debris once. I didn't know if they were complimenting me or just calling me old. I feel like it might have been the latter. This is one of my favorite Hurgle musics. I do love this song. You're probably wondering, Monty, if you like you say you have been born, you said if you were born 1,000 years ago, have you been alive for 1,000 years? I have not. I unfortunately have been alive for a lot less than 1,000 years. And which is rather unfortunate when you think about the fact that there have been many thousands of years that have gone by. I do not think I have my birth year right, now that I'm doing math in my head. The more I think about it, there is some discrepancy with the maths that I have imparted onto the people. It may be inconsistent with what I have just spoken. Truth be told, I've only been out of my shell for a few weeks now. Despite all of my many experiences of knowing and things and stuff. I've not been out of my shell very long. Shell that crafted of obsidian. It was a bit hard to obtain obsidian when it reminded me so much of such an evil thing. Ooh. Ooh, it sparkles. I love sparkles and sparkly things. Before I had fallen into my obsidian shell, let's call it, is I suppose, a way of describing it. I do recall meeting a very sparkly man once. I don't remember what he was called. But he came down with a woman that looked a little bit like my mother. Called himself Dionite? I remember. But this was so many years ago. Of course. If I were to try to explain to you this Dionite, I think it would be too hard for me to. Willow leaves. Can I obtain a willow tree? Might I have to chop some of this? Get one of those saplings? But yes, Dionite was very, very sparkly. And I never got to speak very much to this Dionite about why he sparkles, why he hurgles. I hope to find another one of these sparkly people. Someday. And see one again. And ask them, why do they sparkle? Because they are not unlike to me. Whom I do not sparkle, but I am covered in many, many, many all these reeds. This reminds me of my homeland, actually. This is a bit what my homeland looks like. We do not need more reed. I have many reeds. Ooh, pillar. Yum. Why am I stuck? I'm stuck. Ooh. What is this? It's in a side block. What about the ones inside? Tile. Interesting. I appear to have broken something important. Whoopsie. I've made an oopsie. L. It is a lot of things that I have obtained. I really wish I had, like, a way of putting these things into a collection, like a special box. Oh, this looks awfully familiar. Why do I feel like I've been here before? Something about that obsidian. I unfortunately don't know where my nest went. My original nest, anyway. Ooh. I would like you. I would like you. I want you. Mine. Oh. Acid. I got a feeling. Look at all of these hurgles. And all of these branches, these trees. It is quite literally a forest. The likes of which I have quite literally never seen before. Nether jungle. I might have to return to my home and begin the construction of my new nest. But see, the thing about my old nest is that I did not come from it. When I came into the overworld, I was hatched, and suddenly I was there. I will waypoint this. How did I do this? Foresty boys. Foresty blue, yes. You ought to make it a different color, methinks. Why won't it let me change the color? It is changing the color for me. I did not realize that the color was changing right in front of my eyes. We have not explored this blue, it would seem, nor have we explored there. But maybe we need to make our way back to the homeland. Back our way home. Those look like one of my friends. I used to have a pet that looked like that. I named him Bobby. Ouch. What are you attacking me for? Why are you mad? Do not be upset. Look at, now they are friend-sized. Come with me, my brethren. Let us traverse home. If I were simply to have just spawned in a world, that means that I must have come from somewhere. But where? Where, oh where is that place? I've yet to locate where I grew up. I do know I grew up in one of these areas here. I just wish I could figure out which one. It's also so unfamiliar. So strange, so odd. The diversity and changes in the ecosystem of the Nether. Of a place once so war-torn. All everyone wanted to do was kill each other. Like, that's no fun. You know what I'm saying? That's no fun. I regret to have ever been a part of any of that, really. I think what you people will come to learn about me is that I've done things in my past that I'm not very proud of. Things that I don't really want to talk about, necessarily. But I hope one day to be able to make reparations. So that... And if I have to do that via... order... I can't make these into blocks. Ooh. Oh, I only need 4. Oh. What a fantastic thing. You need only 4 to make a block. Just like the glowstone. Jolly good. Jolly good. That's the lapis. Right, this is the lapis. I think that is the lapis. Ah, lapis. I would like to stop falling in the lava. That would be really cool. If I could just... My goodness gracious. There is another ore over there. This is a new one. And be careful to not let it fall into the pits. We will forsake extra sinicite because I feel this one may be more rare. Rubies! Ooh. What can I make with the rubies? Can I make any... Ruby! Ooh! It is not a very strong... Oh, it's got 8 attack damage. Now, this way. We go this way. A lot more ruby in this biome that I just must not have been seeing too much of. That is not ruby. That is not the rubies. That is not the rubies. So what I'm thinking for my house, I was hoping that I would be able to find my old house so that I might be able to use it as inspiration, but It would appear that my old house has been forsaken for whatever reason. Probably overgrown somewhere far, far from here. At least check out this blue things. It shows me an awful lot of blue. Anyway, what I'm thinking about my house, I want to fill the dirt with the bloodstone, because bloodstone is a much nicer block than the disgustingness that is dirt. Don't get me wrong, dirt is nice, but dirt is not aesthetically pleasing. Why have I got particles on me? Oh, something is hitting. Oh, I am hurt. I am hurt. We are leaving. We are leaving. Goodbye. Goodbye. There is some evil up there that does not want me. Oh dear, where are you? Where are you, strange creature? Stop attacking me. What did I ever do to you? What did I ever do to you? Yelp. Yelp. Shh. You. Oh, I see them. You are spitting wither onto me. It's not fair. That's very rude. That is very rude, my friend. Stop. Mean. They're coming. Oh dear. Suppose that is a quick way to get home. I must have already used my second life. I've also failed to remember about the existence of my fancy blocks. Okay, let's put everything in here. We can organize things and such and stuff after, like, how we don't need the iron in there. We can break obsidian. Here. Alrighty. This is a very disorganized chest, but that's fine. So, I'm going to slip. There's an advancement simply for ruby ore. That is very funny. What we will do is can we make bloodstone? Let me make bloodstone stairs. Ooh. Polished bloodstone. 4 into 4. So we would need how many stairs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15. Should have enough bloodstone to do that. I should have enough bloodstone to make some polished stairs. I will just turn all of this into polished bloodstone. Ba-da-da-da. And that is all that I need. Oh dear. Now the people will have a nice entranceway into my home. And I need to make another pick. I need to make another, what do they call it? A shovel. I need more wood. I've also forsaken all of my wood, it would seem. All of my wood is gone. I must have just dumped it into the ground. That is alright. We can go and retrieve more wood from the... My tree is not grown. Why? Whee! Axe. I don't have stick. I've run into a bit of a predicament here. If I haven't got sticks, and I haven't got That means I haven't got wood. I can't make an axe. Silly old me. Boop. Alrighty, and then turn all that into planks. Some sticks. Then I can make me another axe. Let's go. Another one of these and another one of these. Yeah. Soon I will make sinicide. May I have a sapling? So that I may replant this tree? Sapling? 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 I for one understand the impact of the environment, and that when we cut down trees we must be responsible and replant our trees. Did I get it? Azalea. What? But you are a azalea? Oh. What a funny little azalea. It grows up. I'll put you somewhere else. Where can I put you? Need more of this coarse dirt for it to work. I really want to fight this void blossom thing. It shows up every single time I come into here. Need this coarse dirt? Every time I fall in this hole, or come in this area, I see the void blossom. Perhaps it is it might be underground. Certainly not showing up on any maps or anything. Okie dokie. And while I'm down here, I might as well obtain some sand so we can make more glass. I don't have my boat. Wait, I don't have my boat. I don't have a boat. I need to make a boat first, so that I can traverse this stupid land of water without dying. I will die. I will, in fact, die. The power of water against me. Me and water are not friends. We do not get along very well. Please, can I just put the boat down? Do not make me fish for torches. Ah! I do remember seeing some sand over... Oh, that's spawn. We will avoid the ones along the edge just so that we... Oh no. What I've done is create a... What I've done is create a collapse. And therefore... contributing to the erosion of the shoreline on our beaches. That was not very environmentally friendly of me, I will admit. I can do better. I will make up for it by terraforming the rest of the land here. Boop. I can fix this, don't worry. One of my many tasks as the right-hand man of the general involved the act of terraforming. Oh dear. I'm out, I'm out, I'm out! Oh! General also had me do many other tasks, like fetching him things from the overworld. One of such many things included dirt, diamonds. I've never actually had a diamond to my name, which I find rather unfortunate because I hear that they're very fun to have and be in possession of. If I could have just one more diamond, that would be very nice. But unfortunately, I have what they would call bad RNG. That prevents me from getting diamonds. The diamonds, instead of coming to me, elude me. And make me very sad. This process of strip mining is also not a good nor fun pastime. You know, I've always wondered why they called it terraforming in the nether, because there's certainly no terra in the nether. It's an awful lot of ground. It's an awful lot of rocks. I suppose you could terraform rocks. Who says you can't terraform rocks? Not me, that's for sure. I am a proponent of rock forming? Stoneforming? Terra does in fact refer to dirt, which is why you cannot say that you terraform sand. I gotten all the... trying to not make it look like I've created a mess here, which I obviously have. There, it's a little nicer. We can always come back and refill this with all the dirt that I'm going to absolutely wreck when I clear out my house. You know, we can just leave it like this. It's fine. We can just leave it like this. It's fine. It's fine, man. Look. We're gonna have so much dirt at the end of this. No, not those ones. Not those ones. Oh dear, not that. Not that. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. It appears I have dug a little too close to the sun this time. Which for me would not be bad, just saying. Beep, bop, ba, da, da. Now it absolutely looks like I've made a mess. But again, fine. It's fine. Nobody will see it. Nobody will be mad. Nobody will be mad. I will be mad because I just tossed myself into water for some reason. Peace to the ones that they never say that I cared about my... Have we gotten another stack yet? I will need many glass. I love to have many glass. There is a benefit to many glass. And that benefit is good fun times. I will be need to of making a new shovel. The shovel is on its last leg, baby. Is there another monster in my house? Can you not? Can you not? That would be very mean if you're in my house. Don't be in my house. Oh! Oh shoot, I've lost plot. Here we go. There we go. Oh lord! Where did you come from? What? You shouldn't- no one should be able to fall from my roof. I thought I closed everything off. Not the rain. Not the rain. It would appear I have not closed off the roof. I can see up. I can see past things and stuff. Did I use blackstone? Okay, here, let's get more blackstone. or basalt. We can use basalate. Basalate, I'm this and just lit myself on fire. Oh frick. Sand, and we can put this one into the furnace. To the furnace. Ow. Ow! No, I'll make... Wait, can I not? Uh-oh. Is it stuck in block form after I've made it into block? Can I not turn it back into... Uh-oh. It would appear I cannot... What if I... Maybe it's like glowstone I need to... break it? Nope. It would appear I have tied all of my sinicite up into a block and I cannot... Uh-oh. Oh dear. Oh boy. What if I smelt it? If I were to smelt it. I was about to make a sinicite sword, but it would seem that I've... Oh, that just makes it into forged. Okay, that's... Oh boy. Oh dear. He fricked up. He fricked up. He fricked up. Yep. Oh dear. I was under the impression I could have... It's like a storage block. Yes, I did craft and now I can uncraft. I didn't know that I thought it was a storage block like many other storage blocks like lapis block and diamond block and emerald block, but it turns out that when the second you put a sinicite into block form, it is permanently sinicite. I'm gonna put a torch up here just so I can see what I'm doing. No. Here. It would seem that the rules of this universe are not so kind to me. All of the time. Because I can't uncraft sinicite blocks. Hey, we can plant more black apple seeds now. I just need to expand my farm here. Lost stone blocks. Like one in there. Got all my black seeds? Yeah. If I would like to make more things, I do believe I need, well, I guess we can use the sinicite blocks to decorate the instance. Put them down here. Love some good wall recessing, don't we? It's fine. We can live off of iron tools. Even though I would have liked to make synthesites tools. No, I can't. I can't uncraft it. It's trickery is what it is. That's all I'm gonna say. It's trick. I was bamboozled. I was fooled. But I suppose you can't win them all. I can make a ruby sword. Should take this thing for a test drive, huh? Keep all my apples on me. Rotten flesh goes in this chest. Which one does the rotten flesh go into? This can be the flesh chest, I guess. This nether chest is absolutely a mess, though. That's all I'm gonna say. Got stuff for days and things and stuff, and I don't need the cobblestone. I don't need this. Just reach both of my chests from here. That'd be really cool. Fire prod is kind of a useless enchantment, I'm not gonna lie. Can you guess why it's a useless enchantment now? That's the thing. Bet you can't guess why fire prod's a useless enchantment for me. Bet you can't figure this one out. Mystery of the century, you know what I mean? Here's I run out of coal. Didn't I have coal somewhere in here? Yeah. I don't want to go mining. I don't want to go mining. Alright. Let's get to work with ridding the entire universe of dirt. No more dirt. No more dirt. No more dirt. Shovel, 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 shovel. Bada bing, bada boom.